Speedway. This is Carlin Hicks with you on the SCL Racing Network. Tonight, a big triple header of action in the SCL preseason. We have a full preseason weekend of races here at the Daytona International Speedway, and we're going to kick off tonight's feature, of course, the 250-kilometer IndyCar race. That will be immediately following our next event, the Indy Light Series, as the cars run in the Formula Renaults on the track in the SCL Indy Lights cars. And we've got a full field of drivers. There'll be 15 starters, a good mix of veterans and rookies making up the field here at Daytona International Speedway. And we're glad to have you with us. As I said, our featured event tonight, Indy cars. Tomorrow night we've got Camel GT, and on Sunday, of course, Winston Cup as the SCL preseason. Good chance for the rookies to get a chance to get their feet wet, the veterans shake off some rust, as Daytona Speed Week Season 25 is closing in. And we're glad to have you with us here tonight. Those of you interested in running, of course, in the SCL, check out sundaycupleague.wix.com/SCRN to get the full source of information. SCL getting ready to enter Season 25. SCL Season 25 Daytona Speed Weeks will be coming up shortly. Schedule going to be announced very, very soon. And we've got a fantastic field of drivers here tonight. We've got a number of rookies. We'll talk about them. You're looking right there at the 5-time IndyCar Series champion Kip Haul-and-Ass, Season 21 IndyCar champion Twindy, former US 400 winners, all of them, including Stay Down Killin here. We've got Rita, Season 23 IndyCar champion, Indy 500 winner, and then a whole host of rookies in the field as well. All right, we'll be doing my tower duties and heading into the tower here momentarily with us. You guys can follow along some of the pre-race instructions. We welcome you here. This race will be a 30-minute race in the pre-race to our IndyCar Series. Of course, in the championship season, the US 400 is one of the SCL's major events. It's the Daytona race here on the Speedway at Daytona Speed Weeks. We've been running it now. This season, Season 25 running, will be the 12th running of the event. And we call it the wildest ride in motorsports, 240 miles per hour around this place, something they would never try to do in real life. But anyway, we'll be right back with you. I'm going to head on into the tower, and you guys can follow along as we get ready to start this up. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I was wondering what the fuck's wrong with my controller. When they get that race done.
All right, guys, everything all set up, looking good? All right. We got a great field of drivers. O'Brien, I think, is the only one on the outside waiting in, Rita, so we probably will have a brief bump. All right, you got a four limit, final 5 to go. Gotcha. All right, everybody's got their instructions. I'm going to go ahead and jump back onto the broadcast, and then I'll cue you guys up. Good luck, and I'll see you guys after the race. I'd like to see the winner and possibly podium finishers pop into the community party, and we'll get the IndyCar race going too. All right, so good luck, guys. All right, folks, back on the broadcast. All right, folks, back on the broadcast here. Hopefully my mic's coming through loud enough for you guys. Hopefully my mic's coming through loud enough for you guys. Let that do its trick. Got Carlin Hicks Jr. here in the booth with me, crew chief of the JME Motorsports crew. Youngest championship-winning crew chief in history at 3 years old. All right, these guys are readying up. It looks like our starting order is going to get shuffled. I believe it being an exhibition, many of our veterans are going to fall towards the back and elect to start from back there. As we said, these are preseason races, a good informal way to shake the cars down, get everybody ready to go for the upcoming season. We've got a good mix of veterans and rookies in the field. All right, now we hit the monitor and let's take a look let them sort it out here. Bit of a track description, as you know, 2.5 mile super speedway, 31 degrees of banking at the Daytona International Speedway, site of the SCL Daytona 500, US 400, Daytona Continental on the road course for the Camel GTs. Those of you new to SCL, it's an American-based sim racing league, vintage style. Our main series are Winston Cup, Camel GT, and IndyCar. Any of you familiar with your history of American motorsports know exactly what we're talking about. Let me go ahead and put on our chat since I'm just broadcasting here. Any of you watching, go ahead and let me know how my mic is showing up. And if you have any questions or anything about the SCL, please feel free to chat them in. So it looks like this is going to be our starting order. We've got the rookie independent driver, Ben. It's going to be sitting on the front row. Starting second will be Daz from Team Dynamore Racing, a veteran driver. Starting third will be a brand new rookie driver, Obi. Starting fourth is a second-year driver, Aaron, CW. He's shown a lot of promise. Starting fifth will be PFC Steve. Another independent rookie driver, Baron von Stosch, season 23 Winston Cup champion, season 24 Camel GT champion, but never an IndyCar winner. He will be running an Indy Lights starting on the outside in position 6. Position 7, I believe, will be flat out. He's a veteran driving in an independent car. Starting 8th will be CM Outcast, also known as Watcher. 9th, catching a lot of these rookie names there. Back to 10th will be Stay Down Killin'. 11th, DW McFreak. 12th will be Kips Hall and Ass. Those are all veterans from Team Dynamore. As a matter of fact, 3 Team Dynamore drivers. Twindy from TOW Racing, former. And they are green. Going green quick. And we are underway. So it looks like Ben, the pole sitter, gets out to a big lead. They're going to reel him in fairly quickly. Let's get a view from the back of the field, moving up through the chase cam. There's Kip, 5-time IndyCar champion. Twindy, another IndyCar champion. Rita, another IndyCar champion. And now we're up in the group, and we're riding on board with OGR Cat Guy, veteran driver for TOW Racing, former Grand National Stock Car champion. Got somebody bouncing around quite a bit up there, shaking off the wall. And I believe, no, we're still green. He's going through. Kip losing it down there at the back, may have lost the draft. And we'll look through the field here as they sort it out here on the early laps. And we have a big wreck that is definitely going to be a caution right there. Yellow is out for the first of a maximum 4 times on the day. And looks like somebody got up into the wall. It doesn't take much with these open wheel Indy Lights monsters to get clipped. We do use the Formula Renault on the super speedways. The Formula C car is also used as the SCL Indy Lights car. But Definitely someone got off the wall a little bit too much of a touch, and it turns out Baron von Stoss jumping from 6th all the way to the lead. As he was able to shoot through that accident, pull his way up to the top spot. So we've got Baron in 1st, PFC Steve in 2nd, Flat Out running in 3rd, Outcast, CM Outcast in 4, and OGR Cat Guy in 5th. You got 4 veterans and a rookie, or at least drivers with some experience up there. Baron, as we said, former Winston Cup and Camel, and he's the reigning Camel GT prototype champion. So not much experience here in the Indy cars in the SCL, but he's run good in everything else, and he's going to bring us back to the line. I believe we're going to be going green, and we are green, green, green. They got to rev up these Indy Lights cars to get them up and through on the start. Baron off to the start. He's got Steve right directly behind him. Flat Out's back in 3rd. Flat Out weaving around a little bit there in 3rd place. Let's get some chase cam action about 5-6 cars back. On board with CM Outcast. Not sure if his contract's been renewed with Renaissance Racing, but I know that it's a distinct possibility. Got a log jam in the field. Obi falling out of the draft, and we've got another caution right there. Wildebeest getting into it in the back of, looks like Aaron or somebody there. And it looks like we've got our 2nd yellow just that quickly, as the rookie driver's trying to sort out the start here. I think we'll jump on board the back of the field on the restart on our chase mode and see if we can see how it sorts out. So our 2nd yellow here early as the Indy Lights driver is trying to sort it out. As I said, you've got plenty of experience in the field, as Carlin Hicks Jr. thinks it's an exciting race. Got 1, 2, 3 former IndyCar champions in the field, and 1, 2, 3 former Indianapolis 500 winners in the field for an Indy Lights race, but a lot of rookies. Currently top running one up there is PFC Steve in 3rd place. But let's get prepared for the restart. We'll jump back on board here on the chase cam with Kip's Haulin' Ass from Team Dynamore, entering his 15th season of SCL competition. Well, 12, I believe he retired for 3 seasons. He is a 5-time IndyCar champion, season 19 Winston Cup champion. He is tied with yours truly for the all-time record in SCL with 18 career IndyCar wins. Won 4 straight championships. It looks like we're going to be going green here shortly. We'll see what we got with him on the bottom. Alright, looks like Kip fell out of the draft along with Wildebeest and Obi. Up to the back of the main pack here. And we're on board with season 21 Indianapolis 500 winner DW McFreak from down in New Zealand, now running for Team Dynamore Racing. Looks like Aaron got into the wall behind him, but there's Freak. Winner of 2 races last season. He won back-to-back events at the Texas 500 and the Watkins Glen Indy Grand Prix, bringing his career win total, I believe, up to 5 career wins in the IndyCar Series in what I believe will be about his 9th season coming up this season. He's been a veteran, and he's definitely a contender for the championship. But here in the Indy Lights, looking for a place to go. There's 3 cars at the back trying to hook up and catch up to the front 12 here as we're working lap 7 of this 30-minute event. As I said, IndyCar race following immediately. That'll be 250K, all special preseason exhibitions tonight. Glad to have you all out here watching on the SCL Racing Network. As you can see, the cars shuffling and dicing. Go back to our trackside cam, move up front where Twindy, 7-time winner and season 21 IndyCar champion, is leading the way. Running on the outside line, I believe that's Steve. He's got underneath him in second. PFC Steve, the rookie, holding the inside line well. Looks like they're going 3 wide down the back stretch towards turn 3. Comes across. Steve puts him onto the apron, and that's going to cause the 3rd caution. Somebody, I couldn't catch which car that was. Let's see. It might have been Ben there, perhaps Daz, but somebody came down in the corner from the 3 wide position across PFC Steve and pushed him onto the apron. He tried to merge as good as he could, but made contact. That was somebody's mistake, not clearing their mirror before they made the turn. And Steve did a good job of hanging on and coming back up in 15th. Freak was obviously taken out in that exchange. That's our 3rd caution of 4, so we're getting close to the green to the finish here. As I mean, that's a racing incident, but it's a move that you hope a guy doesn't make. He knows he's in that position. He's in the middle of 3 wide, which is probably not where he should have been going into turn 3. And he had to make a move somewhere to get out of 3 wide, but you got to make sure you're clear before you do that. Better move there might have been to check up or to floor it, get clear. But as it is, it's our 3rd caution of the 4 limit, and we'll take a look up front at our order. We've got Rita St. James in first, Twindy running in second, Ben is in third, Daz is in fourth, and PFC Steve is in 5th place. We're going to, as I said, once again jump on board the back here on the chase cam here on our restart with former Indy 500 champion D.W. McFreak. Freak signing last season with the most decorated team in SCL history, Team Dana Racing. A team that's won 6 IndyCar championships, 4 Winston Cup championships. Check the website if you want the full rundown right now. But as I said, 2 wins last season, wound up 3rd place in points in the IndyCar series. Looking forward to the Indy race tonight, but here in the Indy Lights, he had a little trouble, fell to the back, got into a wreck. And we're green as he shoots to the outside, looking to make a move. They get a little stretch towards the front. He's trying to get outside a Cat Guy. As we see the field string out a bit, let's move up to Stay Down. Season 23 Daytona 500 champion, very accomplished in the stock cars. He is a former winner of the US 400 in the Indy cars and had some success many seasons back in the Indy cars, but here in the Lights, I don't believe I've seen him run before. As you can see them dicing and shuffling up. It's following up on Wildebeest. The Wildebeest, the rookie. Somebody's into the wall. Somebody's around on the wall. Stay Down Killen got into it. Aaron got into it. Cat Guy got into it. That, I believe, is our 4th and final caution of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, getting up 3 wide. Not checking up on the throttle when you're about to make contact. Racing incidents, nobody racing dirty, but really just a lack of track awareness, where your car is at. You know, some guys might want to consider reassessing their camera view or widening it out a little bit. That was the kind of contact you hope to be able to avoid. They wound up 3 and 4 wide, and the guy up on the wall has nowhere else to go, so contact takes place. But either way, we've got our fourth and final caution, and I believe that is going to set the stage for our final restart. Guys that want to wreck now are SOL, as they say. So our running order heading for our fourth and final restart is the rookie PFC Steve. Go in chase cam so you can see who we're talking about. Steve running in first, Twindy running in second, Rita St. James in third, Daz in fourth, Ben in fifth. And we're going to jump to the back of the field with Stay Down Killen to watch this restart. The final restart, 15.5 minutes to go here at the Daytona International Speedway in the SCL Indy Lights preseason special. We will be going off the air prior to the IndyCar race coming up here shortly. We will be back on the air within half an hour, so we recommend you guys hang tight to the SCL Racing Network, and we will be going on back on board here for the IndyCar event. So final restart. Stay Down Killen trying to drag out and get a good restart. He's got DW McFreak, No Spring Chicken right in front of him as they come to the line. Steve's leading us there, and we are green. Final restart. 2-3 cars into the wall right away. And with that being the final restart, they're going to be going. Who do we got in that? We've got Flat Out, we've got Baron, we've got Ben, we've got Outcast, Cat Guy, Stay Down. They all made it through it, but it looks like the back five get messed up on the restart. And that's the lucky play when you run through 4 caution flags that quickly. These guys are going to try to hook up and catch up to the field. Let's jump back on board at the very end of the line. There's Stay Down in 10th place. It looks like we've seen some sorting out. As we said before, if you don't drive carefully, the sorting will be done for you. And that's basically what happened right there. Meanwhile, we're back at the front of the field. Twindy and the rookie Obi are side by side. Okay, so that's Obi on the inside car, Twindy on the outside, working lap 13. Got a feeling they stay this close, there's going to be another big wreck that'll thin the herd even further, as we've got 10 cars in that front pack. And we've got 2 more cars around, and we've got another wreck taking place. Looks like Freak, Steve, Outcast, Stay Down. A lot of these guys in that wreck. Meanwhile, up front, it looks like we've got still 7 cars with that breakaway group. Let's jump on board and get a better perspective here as Stay Down is at the tail end. Actually, I believe Aaron might be among that group as well. So 7 cars breaking free from the accident with 13 minutes to go. And it looks like they're going to be leading the charge with 8 through 15 battling for the scraps here. On board here with Aaron, CW at the tail end of the line. That's Obi on the inside, Twindy on the outside up front as these guys jockey for position. Got another accident taking place. This one taking out Obi and Rita St. James, it looks like. Rita St. James, Obi all getting caught up once again with the 3 wide. And that leaves us with 5 cars up near the front. And it looks like Aaron is having some kind of lag issues here. And that may be part of our problem. The officials can red flag the race if they had a severe lag issue. I'm wondering if that's what's being contemplated right here. But not on the track. I'm not seeing it. Meanwhile, there's your front group. As Twindy's leading them, as we got a close camera on him. Twindy just in front of Kip with Stay Down in third. Wildebeest fourth, Aaron fifth. Three veterans right there. Wind up coming through that out front. Not particularly surprising. But those are the 3 of those cars managed to sort through. Most of it's bad luck, though, for the guys who got caught up behind it. We'll have to see in the post-race how that played out. Meanwhile, these guys turning 170 plus miles per hour, pushing it up towards 190 on the super stretch here. As I said, Twindy, Kip, stay down. 3 veterans up front with the Wildebeest and Aaron. A couple of rookies hanging behind them. I believe that's Aaron, still bouncing around, a little bit of latency issues on the track, having a little bit of mechanical trouble as of right now. He's still got the green flag to keep racing. Like to check out how the guys are doing, sorting their way back up through the field, but do not want to miss the action up here. As Kip's still trailing Twindy, just waiting for his opportunity. You're not a 5-time IndyCar champion because you don't know how to play it out. Looks like Aaron's having some kind of lag issues. Hopefully that's just with myself, the host here, broadcasting the race. Haven't seen the red flag come out, or the black flag come out, I should say, just yet from the officials. 10 minutes to go on the clock. Should give us about 11 laps remaining here in the Indy Lights race. Get some cockpit cam here from some of these guys up front. Let's go with the Wildebeest, since he doesn't seem to be having as much trouble on board with the rookie driver, the Wildebeest. Very promising driver, looking to make his debut this season. Running in 4th, he's got Aaron right there on the outside of him. And you can see what he's doing here, trying to feather the throttle. He's showing a lot of poise, really, in the draft there. Got the car outside of him somewhere that may or may not be lagging around on him. There you see him on board, chasing his way through. Go back to track side. Up front as Twindy continues to lead. You can see Kip in the Panasonic car. That's 6 IndyCar championships represented among those front 2. As we still see Aaron lagging. We're going to wait. We're going to give him down here. I'm going to check it and see if we do need to throw the flag. Right up front, meanwhile, still got those top 5. The cars behind them have not made up any ground, as Outcast and Cat Guy are 5 seconds back. Barron, Ben, and DW McFreak rounding out the top 10 that are within 15 seconds, but just devastating accident about halfway through after the flag limit was reached has separated the field with no pit stops in an Indy Lights support race. It's really down to these front 5 up here. Gonna hop back on the chase cam here with Aaron CW. Gonna make a final determination as to whether we've got a mechanical issue to black flag him for. Hoping not to, obviously, as he's running at the end of this line. He's got fellow rookie Wildebeest inside him, trying to chase those top 3 who are just waiting to make their move, I can promise you. They hooked up with drivers they're familiar with, they're waiting it out, and they're going to make that move at the end of the race. Twindy, of course, maybe a little out here. Kip and stay down, Team Dana, more teammates. Aaron getting way wide on the outside. No reason to check the timings here at Daytona. It's all relative. You can see 5 seconds back. Cat Guy and CM Outcast are in the back trying to catch up. A couple of experienced veteran drivers. But as we come down inside of 6 minutes, it's still these front 5. Let's get in another onboard. We'll go third in the line here with Stay Down Killin', as we said, longtime SCL veteran, former Daytona 500 winner, former US 400 champion, running third in the line right behind his teammate Kip. He's probably waiting for Kip to make that move. Twindy's waiting for Kip to make that move and wondering which one of the rookies is willing and able to go with him, which is really the big question here as we hit the 5-minute mark to go here in the Indy Lights Special at Daytona. SCL 25 Preseason, hoping to get Daytona Speed Weeks going shortly. As up on the outside goes Aaron, still trying to get something going. He's not gotten any help out there, and so he's basically hung there. I believe Wildebeest is content to hang back until the final couple of laps, which is likely the smart move here. Patience. This is where Kip has excelled over his SCL career. Getting into this spot, lining it up, taking his best shot, risk reward. And I'll tell you right now, in an exhibition race where no points are on the line, not a lot of risk. So he's going to probably make a move here shortly as Aaron continues to run the outside. He may just want clean air there too. And if that's the case, I applaud him for doing that. But I think he's trying to make something happen. Twindy's sitting there wondering when to defend himself here. See, much the same thing at about 50 miles per hour faster in the IndyCar race immediately to follow this. As I said, we'll be going off the air and be coming back on shortly, guys, so we hope that you'll stick with us here on SCL Racing Network. If you're watching on our replays, then you just click on the channel there and click the video you want to watch. I highly recommend anybody looking through the archives, very recent archives, the SCL 24 4 Hours of Le Mans. You tell me where else you're going to run a 4-hour race with multiple classes, AI co-drivers, and end up with 7/10 of a second separating the top 2 cars at the end of those 4 hours. Congratulations to O'Brien from JME Motorsports for claiming the season 24 overall Le Mans title. Meanwhile, we got a car moving out of the way. I believe that's a lap car. I believe that's flat out. Let me double check that. Yep, flat out, moving out of the way. Trying to. We might be able to get an on-board view of him right behind these guys as he's trying to stay out of the way, running in 15th, now a lap down, and just get to the finish, letting those guys get around him. Get a good view of what's going on up front if he can hold his own here. Looks like they're starting to sort out up towards the outside. It might be time to get down to the nitty-gritty. As Twindy's now running up high, he's got Kips directly behind him. Aaron CW's on the inside. And it looks like the 3 vets have hooked up on the outside, and the 2 rookies in the lap car are running on the inside. So we're going to... Ooh! Aaron comes up and takes out the field, bounces off the apron, and wipes out 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, and Aaron is all by his lonesome. It looks like he's going to get a win if he does not get a black flag. He bounced off the apron, came up, and took out the cars above him. And if he does not get a black flag to park the car, he might come away with a win in this race. it being an exhibition race, the chances of him being black flagged are slimmer, but not impossible. Be quiet, color commentator. You're not making any sense. They're going to try to run him down, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to. I have to check the replay on that one, but it looked to me like he came up off the apron, got up into the Twindy on the outside, and as a matter of fact, Twindy's parked the car. Might be the white flag lap here for Aaron CW, who not sure what the call is going to be here. He has not been black flagged into the pit box, so it looks like he may just pull out the victory here. Let's go to the back of the two cars chasing him that came through that wreck. There's Cat Guy and Outcast trying to run him down. Let's see if they're making any ground on him. Yeah, they are, but I just do not believe they have enough time. And as it stands now, it looks like we're going to call the rookie Aaron CW the unofficial winner here at the Indy Lights Special at Daytona. But he was definitely involved in the accident. And he's going to cross the line in first place. It looks like we got Cat Guy in second, CM Outcast in third. The battle for fourth here at the line, DW McFreak. And it looks like, oh, big wreck after the flag. It looks like the Wildebeest got past DW McFreak for fourth place. Freak will hold on to fifth, Kipt in sixth, Baron Monstache seventh. Ben will run in eighth, Stay Down ninth, and Steve, Rita, OBE still fighting their way. Looks like we got a battle here at the end. Let's go ahead and jump on board and see the finish. 3 wide to the finish. Oop. Looks like Daz sent Rita for a ride, or OBE for a ride. But it looks like provisionally at the moment we have got unofficial results here at Daytona. It looks like we have the rookie Aaron CW, Irish driver, coming through and taking first, Cat Guy second, Outcast third, Wildebeest fourth, and DW McFreak rounding out the top 5 there. The top 10, Baron, Kip caught up in accidents here among this final group. All right, folks, well, I am going to get off the air. We'll be back shortly with the IndyCar race. You've been watching the SCL Racing Network.